Hello everyone and welcome back to the Theatreland playthrough video. As you can see from the score tracks here, I'm fairly close to the end of the game now. I've played through with the two players, white here on the left, black on the right. So you will see that black's hit his target here, white's just 3 points short, white's hit their target, black's 1 point short. Black's a little bit short here, white's managed to get all the way up here, all the way up to 20 points on that audience happiness track. It's a very happy group of people they have going to their theatre. Right, so let's have a look at white player, see where he's gone on. So he's put on lots of 3 plays here, dance, couple of other bits. Taken out a grant, see grant here, £4,000. So probably got maybe a week's wages left there, and has 1 musical in his hand of show cards. It's about halfway through his working week, and you see he's built up quite a big staff tableau here. Not only has he recruited quite a lot of staff, done quite a lot of training as well. So you see that most of these staff are giving him sort of 2 or 3 of the skill icons and some nice high value dice. There's his dice pool there. Black players are moving across the table. Black player has completed a couple of operas there, the big ones for getting the profits. A couple of musicals of late just to get his fame up, and some cheap stuff to keep his cash flow going. So he has, what has he got there? He's only got a few £100 left. So he's gambling on either being able to make some money out of these productions, or hit his points targets. One of the ways he might do that is he's just done a star auction. You see here he has the ex-pop stars, got this for 2 weeks, so still only in the first week here. That's giving him an extra happiness and an extra fame on musicals, band nights and comedies. So probably got that comedy show coming up next, I think. Make sure we take advantage of that ex-pop star card. Okay, it's White's turn. That's just me falling over the chair. It's White's turn. He is going to remind myself what White needs the fame. So is that going to be enough? Yeah, that musical show is going to be enough. See, I might have played one round too many before I brought the camera back. Right, so he's going to go for this musical. Just double checking. 5 technical points, 3 scene. Yeah, easily done all of that. 3 scenery down here, so easily got all of that. So this is his dice pool. This is where it all goes horribly wrong. We'll say I've rolled those 2. Only 2 ones, so avoided losing a member of staff, but it's a pretty low roll. 3, 6, 9, 13. It's 18 there in dice totals, just inside that first bracket, except marketing officer got the +2, gets him in there, gets him £800 from the bank, and perhaps more importantly, 4 stars. So he goes from 4 to 8, exceeding his goal. So hit all his goals. Checks his grant card. 2 plays in the musical. Yep, 2 plays in the musical. First things he put on. So White then says, "I've hit all my targets. That'll be the end of the game." Means Black gets 1 more turn. So this is going to be a bit of a Hail Mary, isn't it? Black is going to go for. Oop, had a bit of a mess up there, but I'm making space for Wee Evans. Just a simple comedy show. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're gonna hire a freelancer. Oh, I've not got enough action tokens. I have got enough action tokens because I spend 1. I'm only going to get the level 1 reward, but I spend the bonus action token, hire a freelancer, and I hire this choreographer here as a freelancer. That costs me £500. So £500 in the bank. That gets me another D10 added to my dice pool. And it means I'm going to earn an extra 2 happiness on this show, and that's the thing that I need. So there's the extra 2 happiness. So we still need 5 more happiness, but we've got the star card. Look, here it is. 1 happiness, 1 fame. So 1 happiness there, 1 fame. Making a mess. That's 1 fame there. So he now only needs 1, 2, 3, 4 of them and a profit. But he's going to end his working week, and if he's got £1,000, he can invest it. It's all to play for. Going to be a close one, this one. So we know we're getting the level 1 reward, but we still need to do the dice roll in case we get those dreaded 3 1s. No 3 1s. So the dice roll is irrelevant. We get the level 1 reward. That is 200 quid. It might be more important than you think. It's another point of fame. We've done the bonuses from the star cards. So we end the working week. First thing he needs to do is to do a new special card out. Well, we know it's the end of the game, but we'll do it anyway. Gives you a chance to see another couple of those if you're particularly eagle-eyed. Then we've got to pay the wage bill. 4, 7, 1,000, 1,900. 1,900. And he hasn't got that, has he? There's 1,000. There's 1,500. So, big risk play. What he's going to do, if you can't pay your wage bill, you're just going to get the top card off the grant deck. Oh, he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. He's got the £4,000. 2, 3, 4. This was a really high risk strategy, by the way. Not necessarily one recommended, but we knew that white was going to win the game, so it was worth taking that risk. So got the £4,000. But he hasn't fulfilled this grant. He's not, in fact, done any of that, any plays or any dances. So that was a harsh draw. That one. There is a good mix in there if you're worried about the balance of the game. What he can do then is he can invest £1,000. Now, first of all, he pays his wage bill. Then he invests £1,000 into profit. Hits his goal on the profit track. Is a little bit short on his happiness goal as well there because we didn't quite get up that high. So. That is the end of the game. It is a race game in a sense. The white has hit all of his targets and fulfilled his grant to the white player's won. The black player hasn't quite managed to catch up, but you never know. In a 3 or 4 player game, some of the other players might have got fairly close. Hopefully across the 2 playthrough videos and the overview, you've had a good idea of the majority of stuff that's in the game. One of the things that we have not seen is the global events in this show deck. So let me come over here. It's going to be easier for me to do this if I flip these face up. And there in fact is one. So, what happens is if a global event is drawn when the show display is refilled. So if you haven't seen that in the playthrough, what happens is that when you take a show card, the show's then shuffled down and a new one is drawn from the deck on this left-hand side. If we drew a global event, what would happen here is this represents things that are happening within the industry itself, and this would affect all players. This one here, for example, is Fierce Critics. All level 1 success shows only yield half their rewards, rounded up. So basically, put on a show that's not very good, critics will slate it, and you won't get as much stuff. So in this case, we would have only earned £100 and 1 star would have affected that. That's there. What happens with these is they stay in the display until they slide all the way down to the first slot and then they're discarded. Or a player can use their booking shows action, using the action tokens as normal, to remove that card from the display and take that effect away. Obviously benefits them and any other players, so they may choose to do that when they can. So, okay, so white players won this game, just about hit his targets. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of what Theatreland is about and how the game works. Thank you so much for watching the videos, and we hope to see you again soon. Cheers, bye.